Okay, so I've bought the Perfect Smile Veneers, and we're going to try these out. One of the things that did kind of like put me off is that as you go through the instructions, right at the top of the page here, it says that they are a choking hazard as they are small parts. We're going to give them a whirl anyway. So they come in a little plastic container, and there is glue on the back. The instructions are to boil the kettle and fill a glass, no problem with a cup, with hot water, and then take your Perfect Smile Veneers and drop them in for 2 minutes, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes time and see how we get on. So one of the first things that I see as we are going through our 2 minutes of warming the glue up on the back is these look absolutely freaky in the cup while the glue is melting a little bit. And also I have noticed that the glue is starting to come away at the back. Don't know if that's supposed to happen, but I think it is sticking now to the bottom of the cup, and when I touch it with a spoon it sticks to the spoon. So we'll just leave them another minute or so and then come back to them. Okay, so they've had 2 minutes in there. They do say that when you actually take them out, they're going to be hot, so you need to leave them for 10 or 15 seconds. So I'll just place them on the tray, and we'll have a go at fitting them in a second. Okay, so we're going to try and put our Perfect Smile Veneers in. It does say when they come out just to leave it for about 10 seconds because they are hot, I do have to say. And you kind of like need to mould the what's reminiscent of a chewit when it's warm. You need to mould that a little bit on the back, so that it will take your take the impression of your teeth. So we've got it to a stage that I'm kind of happy with now, and we'll try and fit that. Now I've done the impression, I'm not too overly bothered about any of the glue coming out the bottom. I'll trim that down afterwards. One of the things that you do need to do once you've taken the impression, because obviously your mouth is quite warm, you need to put the teeth into cold water. It's just to set the glue again. Once the glue's been set, see, it's been in there for a second or so, it's starting to set already. You can see when the glue's setting because it goes pink again. It is quite colourless when it's warm. So I'm going to leave it in there for a minute, and then I will trim them up and we'll try them in. Okay, so I've got to the point where I've done my impression. I've trimmed them up. There's a bit of a plate on there because you don't want your tongue touching the back of something sharp all the time because you will lisp. That's not to say that you won't come out with a speech impediment anyway. So there we go, they're in. I'm not overly sure that they're kind of right for me, but hey, One of the things that you do get is you get an overbite, so your top set of teeth, your veneers, are over the top, overbiting your bottom set, and it pushes your top lip out like you've been punched in the lip, and you do sound rather like Tim, nice but dim, and look like him too. I have to say, save your pound, don't bother. Okay, so after the video for the Perfect Smile veneers, I just wanted to point out one of the good things about them. They're a bit of fun. They cost £1, and you can remold them on the back. So all you need to do is, once you've done that, you can drop them in hot water again, the glue will melt and you can do the re-impression again. And it did take me a while to get used to them, and you'll see my outtake just after this, which is probably funnier than the video that you've just watched. But thanks a lot, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, bye. Okay, so we're going to try the to install these veneers with the glue now. Quite sticky, and it is now stuck to everything. Obviously you need the glue to stick this to your own impression, and that's your own teeth. It's like a weird sort of chewit or something like that. So there they are. I remember being a child and my dad had false teeth, and I thought, oh, it'd be funny just to try them in, and I nearly threw up, so putting something foreign in my mouth I've never been too keen on, but we'll give it a go. Once they're in place, we're going to hold them in place for a minute, so just so they set. Well, they feel absolutely strange. I can't talk properly. I look like I've been punched, and my top lip is coming out. One of the things I have noticed is is that you've got to warm the glue up in order to make the impression onto your own teeth. The issue there is your mouth is quite warm, it's a warm place. And therefore the glue doesn't really set properly. I could be absolutely wetting myself over this. If nothing else, it's a bit of good fun. Not sure that I'd wear them out unless I wanted to sound like I'd been taking lessons from Tim, nice but dim.
Yeah, so I'd have to say Perfect Smile Veneers aren't very good. Don't waste your money.